You're watching.
You are watching. You are watching Pilot MM.
Hello everyone, welcome to Pilot MMA. It's your boy Rico the One with
Hondo.
What's
going on, ladies and gents?
Yes. So we are here today to talk about UFC 317 that just happened. Amazing card, I'm gonna say. It was a
very good card.
Hell of a good card, man.
Very entertaining card.
Yeah. I don't think there was a time where we were ever kind of bored or talking more, but this was a good one. Yeah, all right. So let's go ahead and get started with the first fight of the night. Jonathan Deniz and Alvin Hines. Not too much to say there. Jonathan Deniz did get the win. So
Hines looked fucked up by the end of it.
Yeah. That is true. I think this guy Alvin Hines' debut.
Oh, and it was his debut.
Yeah, I think they just kind of got him out of the fucking regional scene to fill in a slot. Because, dude, there was I think there was 2 cancellations in this card.
There was the Kopylov and Costa and the Jackson McVeigh fight. Mm-hmm. McVeigh was supposed to fight DeMoss, but DeMoss is undergoing legal trouble.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Right, so then they matched him up with Chris Ewert. Mm-hmm. But he didn't make weight. Chris Ewert didn't make weight, and I think he was 10 pounds over, and they cut him after that.
Yeah, they cut him.
Yeah,
they're like, nope, you had your shot, but that's way too much.
That's too much. So McVeigh didn't fight. Kopylov and Costa didn't fight, which I was really looking forward to that fight. I really wanted to see the return of Costa.
Yeah, amen. But hey, we'll get to see him on the next pay-per-view, bro. And he did mention that too, because I think at first they said that Costa withdrew due to illness.
Yeah.
And then someone asked him on Twitter or X, hey, what was up with that? And he's like, no, they rescheduled for the next pay-per-view. Like, he just kind of insinuated like that the UFC made the decision to move him. It wasn't his decision. So I guess 2 things could be true at once. He probably was sick, but they were like, you know what? Hey, even better. We need a spot to fill up the next pay-per-view. So, which is it's going to be a good one too.
Excited for that one. That's going to be a good one.
The next pay-per-view, Poirier's fucking retirement. That's going to be a good one, man.
Shine bright like a diamond.
All right, up the card. We're going on to Nico Price and Jacoby Smith. Now, okay. The odds for Jacoby Smith were insane.
Highest in UFC history,
bro. Minus 3,000 favorite. A minus 3,000 favorite to win.
That's insane.
Insanity, bro. And then the fight started. And, Smith dominated the entire fight, but Price, was still getting him at times.
Kind of held his own. He
held his own, and then it's like Jacoby Smith spent the entire first round trying to grapple, wasting all his energy trying to get this finish, and I'm over here in my head like, dude, you are piecing him up, like you're getting him bloody.
Yeah.
Like, just get back up. You knock him out. You know what I mean? That's what we're all waiting for.
Yeah.
It's a knockout. But no, uses all the grappling, gasses out.
Yeah, he was, yeah.
At the end of the first round, he's completely out of gas. Then the second round comes up and he's breathing heavy, and you're just like, in my head, I'm like, dude, Price might have a shot.
It's like Price is going to come back at you.
Yeah. I'm like, he's going to get it. Yeah, but, he goes to grappling again, gets him in that sub, bro, and you're like, okay, he won.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, I didn't get it either. I didn't understand it. He was piecing him up on the feet.
Yeah.
But I guess he just really wanted a submission finish.
Yeah.
Is he I don't even know. Is he a known submission artist? Does he like to submit? Is that his style?
I don't know, man. He might be He might be a wrestler. You know, maybe we're just missing that he's actually a wrestler.
That's his style.
Yeah. I don't know.
Nah, he's got a lot of KOs.
I mean, you see, and you're like, that's what we're all really waiting for is the KO.
In the past, since 21, like this was his only submission finish.
Since 21?
Since 21. Everything else has been TKO, KO, decision, unanimous. This was his only submission win.
Yeah, so I wouldn't even know, like, I can't even find where it's, like, if he's a
his
artist or a wrestler or a striker, boxer.
His fighting style.
Yeah, I don't know, man. But yeah, dude, I mean, looking at all these KOs. We got a little video going on there.
Whoops.
So, I'm just like, you know, that's why his his last
11
5
he's had 11 fights.
11 fights, dude. 11-0. 5 of them are already KOs, and you're like, just continue doing what you're doing. You're gonna do it anyways. Like, we don't need to see. It's good that you know it. It's good that you know that you're gonna like how to grapple and wrestle. That's great, man. But we don't need to see the rear naked choke. I'm glad you got the win, dude. But you know, I completely agree. I think Rogan was talking about how, you know, this is just a learning thing for him. Mm-hmm. You're happy that he got the win, but you need to learn from this, man. Like, you need to learn how to, like, if it's not working, you need to change it, man.
Yeah.
You need to change it. You know what I mean? Especially if you've got so many knockouts, if you got the power, knock him out.
Knock him out. Why are you wasting time?
Yeah, why are you wasting time? Why are you wasting energy? You know? Why are you putting, like, not for nothing, but there's always a risk that you're going to get a flash KO on yourself.
Yeah.
You know? You're going to get a flash KO on yourself, so it's like, just do what you're going to do, know what you know, and that's it, you know?
Yes, sir.
But, also, his speech, post-fight speech on the mic with Rogan, you know, he just keeps screaming, Joe Rogan! And you're like, even Rogan was like, okay, it's a little cringe, bro.
He did it like 3 times.
Yeah, and Rogan was like, you're not on my podcast yet. You can get on my podcast, maybe win another fight, then you can be on it. But, yeah, man, it was good. It was good. All right, up the card. You got Terrence McKinney versus Vishlav Borshev. Dude, it was so fast. It was great to see McKinney get that sub. Dude. Like, not for nothing, but it's because we know McKinney is a grappler.
Yeah.
You know, we know that's what he does. And when they get a win this fast, you're like, yes.
Yes.
Yes, because I'm sorry, I don't want to see 15 minutes of grappling.
Yeah.
Of guys laying on each other, pushing guys against the fence. That shit's boring.
Yeah.
I don't care. And I hate that, look at this. Yeah, he's got him against the fence. It's his job to get off the fence. Who cares?
You more Rob fans?
Dude, yeah, who cares? This is not like hold him against the fence. You know what I mean? They always talk about, this is MMA. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mixed martial arts.
Yeah. It's
Mix it up.
I don't think you should be winning just because you're holding a guy against the fence. You know?
Mm-hmm. Well, it's. I mean, that's how they grant points, or that's how the scoring goes.
Yeah.
Or that's how the judges score it. No, is control. Is up against the fence, and you know, he's not doing anything.
Yeah, and I'm like, and I get it, it's MMA, but you're like, I don't know, dude. Like, I'm sorry, that's just not what we're here to see. Yeah. We're not here to see guys being held up against the fence or guys on the floor. You know what I mean? Like, that's just not what we're here to see, man.
Nobody wants.
I think the majority of UFC fans, of the people out there, they want to see a fist fight. They want to see legs. They want to see kicks being thrown.
Yeah.
You know, like. But anyways, getting back to Terrence McKinney, Awesome performance, man. He got him so fast, so quick, and you just see Borsov squirming and kicking.
I was just gonna say, speaking of kicks, man, Borsov was like a fish, bro.
Yeah.
Just like kicking and I don't.
You're like, bro, you're not Volkanovski, bro. You're not gonna get out of that. Yeah, man. But yeah, dude, and it was just so deep. Like, credit to Borshev, he was just holding on to the last second. You could see it in his face.
Yeah.
Like, he was holding on. He's like, I'm not getting. Nope, that's it. I'm done. But yeah, dude, that was an awesome fight. So glad it ended so fast. It was awesome. I did not want to sit there and watch,
15,
the grappling
15 minutes of grappling.
Yeah, just Borshev trying to just get out of submissions and like, I don't want to see that crap.
But it's part of the sport, man.
Yeah. All right, up the card, we got Viviane Araújo versus Tracy Cortez, bro. Awesome performance by Tracy Cortez.
Very dominant performance.
I get it. It's a woman's fight. I get it. But, hey, man, she dominated, bro. She dominated, man.
It was a very dominant performance by Tracy Cortez. Also, the only female fight on the card. I just noticed that.
Yeah, the only one.
Only female fight on the card.
Yep. And, dude, it was great, man. And you know that Cortez was winning when since like the second round, Araújo was complaining.
Yeah. What did she say? Like, I think Cortez had a cut or whatever, or something. She was complaining about oil.
Oil, yeah.
She was like, "Oh yeah, there's oil somewhere
on her legs that's making her slip off and stuff." And I'm just like, "You're both sweaty." You know what I mean? Like,
it's like, "Oh, there's some agent on her leg." I'm like, "What?"
Yeah, like, I mean, and it's true. I think even DC made a point, and he was like, if I'm gonna cheat with oil, it's not gonna be in my legs. You know what I mean? Like.
Araujo was just very sour about it. Even in the end, there's a video where Cortez was going and wanted to shake her hand or whatever. She's like, nah.
Yeah.
Like, nah, screw that.
Yes, and the crowd justly booed her. Yes. So, way to go, Tracy Cortez. Little PC there on the mic, but hey, man, whatever. It is what it is.
She got the win.
So she got the win. Hey, I'm not disappointed at all. I'm not disappointed at all, man. So yeah, way to go, Cortez, dude.
Hell yeah.
All right, and then up the card, we got Haider Emil versus Jose Miguel Delgado.
An insane finish from Delgado. It was crazy.
Yeah.
This was crazy. You had stepped out. You went to the restroom. You missed it. But it was insane. A crazy knee to the face to put him down on the ground. A few punches down on the ground and calls it quits. Less than 30 seconds. Crazy finish from Delgado.
Yeah, man.
Crazy finish.
It was a very good finish, man. I just recently saw it. 26 seconds, bro. I was like literally in the bathroom for 30. And I was like, dude, what? It's already over?
Crazy finish.
Yeah, dude. Man, but it was good. It was the knee, and I heard people saying robbery, or that not robbery, but like the early stoppage.
Bad stoppage.
But when I saw the KO, I was like, that's a stoppage to me. Like, he knocks him down, he gets him in the face with the knee, he goes down, hits the canvas, he's peppering him in the face on the canvas. He's not blocking, and then who was it?
Goddard. I think it was Goddard.
Goddard steps in and he's like, he gives him a few punches and he's like, that's it. Like, this guy,
he's not defending himself. He's not doing nothing.
Yeah. Like, I think that's a stoppage, bro. I don't think that's an early stoppage.
Yeah. We're looking at the clip and the knee. He goes down. He lands one punch. He lands 3 punches when he's down total. But the first punch, you can tell he's stiff. He just went stiff like this and just not defending, not doing nothing.
Yeah.
He lands an elbow as the last shot. Yeah, 1 punch, 2 elbows on the ground, and Goddard calls it. I think that's a good stoppage.
Yeah.
He wasn't defending. He wasn't doing anything.
Yeah. even because the
Fair
way
stoppage.
Yeah, the way I see it is like even if he would have let him go, and let's just say he would have gotten up, eventually it was going to be a TKO either way.
Yeah.
He was going to lose either way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it was so early in the fight. They were both super dry. Like, they hadn't wasted any energy.
No.
You know, like,
Nope.
it was, that's it. Like, you're done, bro.
What are you going to do?
Yeah. What can you do? Like, you're pretty fucked at that point.
Insane fight.
Yeah, so, hey, man, hopefully this guy, Jose Miguel Delgado, gets more. I want to see some more of this guy. So, really good stoppage. And, okay, yeah, and he was the favorite. Okay, so, pretty good.
Featured prelim.
Jack
Hermanson and Greg Rodriguez.
Oh, yeah. RoboCop. So
I honestly had Hermanson in this fight. I honestly thought Hermanson was going to take this one.
Yeah.
Boy, did I eat my words.
Nah, dude. Hermanson's a bum, dude. Like, you know, this guy, I think he's got a whole, like his record is a lot. Win-loss, you know.
Is it? It's that back and forth?
I think so. Let me just check real quick. But I think the last time I saw... Dude, win-loss.
You're right. Jeez, yeah.
Well, dude, that's the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Since
8, 9, 10. That's the last 10 fights that he's been like that. Win-loss.
His last streak was from 2018 to 2019, where he had a 4-win streak.
Damn, man. Yeah, dude. So
that's insane.
Yeah, dude. And that's because he completely fraud checked Pfeiffer, bro. So.
Oh shit! That's right. That's right.
But yeah, dude, it's dude, that was, and honestly, he was winning at the beginning. You know, he was winning at the beginning, and then RoboCop, dude. That, you know what? Everybody's taking a page from Pereira and learning that left, because if I'm not mistaken, that's exactly what RoboCop got Hermanson with.
He got him with.
I think he got him with a left, and it just completely flatlined Hermanson, dude. Like, people are gonna start spamming that left more and more, dude. And I think it's just because it comes out of nowhere.
Yeah, they don't see it.
It just comes out of nowhere, bro. And you're just like, this guy Hermanson was out even after they said the winner. Yeah. I think he was still out.
He was on the floor for a long time.
Dude. Just
they
completely
didn't even
out.
When they announced the winner, like, he was still off to the side. He wasn't on the floor. He was still off to the side. Like, they didn't even stand him up.
Damn.
They didn't even stand him up. It was crazy.
It was bad. And then
yeah, it's that left, man. That left just went wild.
Yeah. And then people were talking about the extra punch from RoboCop and the
being unnecessary,
and then the ref. They were like, the ref didn't step in time.
Was it Goddard again?
I don't think so.
No, it was Dean.
Oh, Herb?
It was Dean. It was Herb.
Ah, damn, Herb.
The best in the business.
Bro. Best in the business, Herb Dean. Nah, man. But you know what? For me, and I had told you this earlier, that's a fault on both parties, dude.
Mm-hmm.
That's fault on both parties. And you know what? I think about it now, going a step further, it's the UFC's fault. Because the whole thing was always, you fight until the ref stops.
Yeah, that's kind of that's the mentality. Yeah. I was like, well, yeah, a fighter should take that mentality.
Yeah, the fighter should take, but it's like, this KO was so ugly and so gotcha, bro. Like, Hermanson's out on the floor, hits his head on the canvas. It's like, even RoboCop walked over there and had to land that extra hammer punch right in the face. Yeah. And you're like, Herb, where's Herb? Where is Herb? You just saw that. Bro. Like, what is taking you? You're like walking, you're as well. Like, oh, he's just on the floor. Never mind, he's unresponsive. Yeah. Right? Like, yeah, man.
Because, I mean, you know, like, with any other sport, like with, you know, football, until you hear that whistle, like, yeah, you're still in play. Right? So with here, it's hey, until the ref stops you, you just go.
Yeah. So it's really but like, for me, I would say all these fighters talk a lot about restraint, right? Because it takes discipline and all this stuff. And I'm like, bro, at that point, like, he's out on the floor.
Yeah.
Like, you know he's out. You know, that's why you're walking over there, because you know he's out.
It's like, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, you got to show a little bit more restraint. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, especially, look, and this wasn't even a title fight. I think maybe I would have more patience, I guess you could say, if it was a title fight. Because if it's a title fight, it's to the death.
Yeah.
I get it. It's to the death.
You got to beat the champion.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah.
You have to. So I get, in that sense, I get it. But like in this sense, nah, man. You know, so I kind of consider it a failure on RoboCop, failure on Herb, and just you know, kind of a failure on the UFC as well.
How I don't know. I mean, well,
because
yeah,
look at it like this.
Know,
even Herb has that mentality. They're not going to stop until you step in.
And that's not even the first time. I mean, I don't know what, right? Like, I'll look into it later. But, I mean, there's a few times where Herb's done the same thing.
Yeah.
It's the same shit.
Yeah. And, you know, and you're just like, dude, like, you're the best in the business. That's what everybody says, bro. And it's like, you know. But whatever, man. You know, hey, it's the UFC. It's, you know, anything can happen. They always say in the sport, anything can happen. And it's a dangerous sport. You know, protect yourselves at all times. So
I guess that's another thing too. You know?
Yeah, you got to protect yourself at all times, dude. So it's
contact sport.
Yeah. So, hey man, but hey, great win by Rodriguez, bro. It was awesome. It was great to see a knockout like that.
Yeah, that was insane.
And I was about to go inside get a water, and I saw it right there on the screen. Like I was like right in front of the screen, and I was like, oh crap. I saw Hermanson hit that canvas so hard. I was like, oh, crap.
I remember, dude. We were just like, he's still not up.
Yeah.
He's still not getting
still
up.
Out.
He's still on the floor. Jesus.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, awesome. That's good stuff right there. All right.
Moving on to the main card. Peyton Talbot, Felipe Lima.
Yes, sir. Dude, Talbot was the underdog, bro, in this fight.
I would have put some money on that.
Yeah, I think I would have too.
I would have put some money on that.
Yeah, but dude, you know, he fought good. He fought good. It went unanimous to Talbot. But hey, man, he was doing good on the scrambles, man. He was getting out of the grappling situations, bro. And he was just throwing some heat, man. So he looked good. He looked good.
It was a good fight.
It was a good fight. Talbot gets the win. I will say, yeah, I think I heard so much about Talbot from Rogan. Rogan could not stop talking about Talbot. Like, oh my God. He lost and he came back. He learned so much from his last fight.
It's Rogan's new favorite fighter, man.
Oh man, dude!
It's Rogan's new favorite fighter.
Yeah. Amen, dude. Yeah. So get ready to see Talbot on Rogan's podcast very soon.
Right? That's got to be coming up.
It has to.
That's got to be coming up.
It's in the works already. We all know it. We're gonna see him soon. But yeah, it was a good fight, man. Good to see Talbot get that win, dude.
Couple of memes came out of this fight too.
Yeah. You know, the memes
of memes came out of this fight.
They're starting to flow. You know? Yeah, we'll see what Frank Ocean has to say about that. Yeah, now mind you, I don't know who that is, but whatever. But I think we all know what we're trying to say here. We're all adults. He's gay. So yeah. Anyways, good fight, man. Good to see him, and we'll just wait for his next fight coming up, man.
Let's go.
All right, up the card, we got Beneil Dariush and Renato Money Moicano. Oh, he cannot afford to lose, brother, and he lost. Today, Beneil Dariush was not the money. He was not money today. Ah, man. I was really disappointed in Moicano, bro. It really looked like he just didn't really have anything. And he was the favorite here, man.
Moicano was the favorite?
Moicano was the favorite in this fight, dude. But, hey, Dariush just came out, dude. A 2-year layoff really did him good, bro. He looked good in this fight. I'm sorry. No, it's kind of a toss-up. Both of them were kind of the favorites here. But, yeah, dude. Just Dariush just put it on him today, man. You know, Moicano put up a fight. You know, it was a good fight, but you know, Dariush gets the win. Not mad about it, but just a little disappointed in Money Moicano, bro.
Expected more.
Yeah.
I expected more.
Yeah, dude. I was really just not gonna lie. I was just hoping he was gonna get this win, man. You know, because because it's true. One of the things he was talking about in the press conference, he was like, there can only be one old man in this division. That's going to be me, motherfucker. So, and you're like, he's 36. They're both 36. Yeah, they're both 36. And, you know, Dariush was just like, yeah, we'll see, whatever, right? But yeah, man, you know, he
showed him.
Yeah, he showed him, man. It would have been good to see him go up the ranks. I think Moicano was number 12, and Dariush was like 7. Something like that.
No.
So it would have been, you know, I would have been nice to see Moicano go up, dude, and at least fight for the title once, dude. Yeah. Even if he's not gonna win, at least fight for that title once, you know. But it's all good, man. It's all good.
Don't know if we're gonna see that.
Yeah, it's all good, man. But I'm pretty sure he's gonna take home some money, so he's not gonna be disappointed there. You know, he was the only one trying to make the press conference interesting, bro.
I didn't see the press conference.
You didn't see it? Yeah. Man, like, they're all asking him standard questions, nothing crazy or anything like that. And it's like, unfortunately, nobody had any kind of bad blood or anything like that. So it's like, everybody's giving the same answers. You know, oh, we'll see. And, you know, my fist do the talking in the octagon. And, you know, like, so, but Moicano was there trying to, you know, get something going. You know, he's being loud and stuff, but nah. Nothing got popping off. So, especially Dariush. Dariush was like, did not want any of that. Dariush did not want any of that. So, but either way, man, I'm you know, way to go, Dariush. You got that win, man. Well deserved. I'm pretty sure, you know, he needed it, especially after that 2-year layoff, bro.
Yeah.
So,
yep.
Good to see that, man. All right, moving on up
to the east side.
Yeah.
Brandon Royval and Joshua Van.
Was that not a fight?
Damn.
Was that not fun?
Damn.
You're going to sit there and tell me you want to see Brandon Royval and Joshua Van on the ground, pushing each other against the fence.
For 15 minutes. Shit, people were even saying, like, fuck, that should have been a 5-rounder.
Dude, yeah.
I heard people saying, like, shit, that should have been a 5-rounder.
That should have been a 5-rounder, bro. Yeah, it was a title eliminator fight, and it should have been a 5-rounder, dude. Because it was just action-packed from the start, bro. Action-packed from the start.
It was good. Joshua Van coming in as a replacement, right?
As the replacement, bro. It was a toss-up as well, dude. Over 400 strikes from both fighters thrown, bro. That's high level. That's insane cardio, dude.
Yeah, straight up.
Insane cardio, high level, just nonstop action, bro. It was great, dude. It was a great fight, dude. And and Van, and not for nothing, but Royval was getting Van. He was popping him in the face, popping him in the chest. You're like, the volume from Royval is insane, bro. Insane. Just unfortunately, he's just got those pillow hands. He got no power in his hands.
He really doesn't have.
Yeah, like he can throw them so fast, but he just cannot throw them hard. He just cannot throw them hard.
Just does not have. Just doesn't have that power.
Yeah, he doesn't have that power, dude. But it's that cardio that really saved him, man. It's because Van was throwing a lot of shots too, but you could just tell they were doing way more damage, dude. You get way more of a response, way more of a flinch from Royval than from Van. You know what I mean? Because Van was just, even though he was throwing, he was looking for that opening. He was looking for that, you know, that spot where he's like, I'm gonna throw more heat on this one. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He's looking for those openings, dude. So, but he still threw a bunch.
Yeah, it was a hell of an exciting fight, especially those last 10 seconds when Van got him down. You were thinking like he might finish him.
Yeah,
he might finish him. He might be like that last 2 seconds or 3 second finish before the round ends. But you know, Royval stuck it out. Royval stuck it out.
Yeah, dude. So hey, credit to Royval, dude. Like, he's gotten up there, man. He's gotten up there and he's fought for the title, but yeah, unfortunately, he's just missing the power, dude.
Yeah.
He's just missing the power. That's all he's missing. You know? I think if he just had that power, he'd be pretty good, dude.
He'd be a solid fighter.
Yeah, and he might have even been the champ at one point if he would have just had the power.
Because Royval fought Pantoja before, no?
Yeah,
Right?
Yeah.
But he lost.
He lost, and I think he fought for the championship against Moreno, if I'm not mistaken. But he lost that one as well. So I know he fought once for the championship.
Yeah. He lost decision against Pantoja.
He fought Pantoja.
Yeah, he lost decision against Pantoja, and the next fight, he fought Moreno.
Oh, he fought Moreno for the champ.
No. Moreno wasn't a title fight.
Oh no.
No, unless he fought him before. No, he never fought Moreno for the title.
No. But he actually fought. He fought Pantoja for the title on the Edwards and Covington fight, and he lost.
Yeah, he fought Pantoja and Moreno twice.
Yeah. Moreno is like, Pantoja, bro, is like pretty much done with the division, dude. That's why they're like, if Royval wins, what do we do here?
Oh yeah, what a third?
Yeah,
a third one.
What are they gonna do? You know what I mean? Like, there's just like they're running out of people for Pantoja to fight. So that's why this one I'm looking forward to, because it's obviously going to be Van next against Pantoja. So that's going to be a really good fight, dude. Really, really good fight.
Yeah,
I'm excited for that one, and I haven't been excited for the flyweights in quite a while. So that'll be good, man. It'll be good to see that one, man. But yeah, Joshua Van gets it done, man. Unanimous decision. It was good, man. Great fight, man. I really liked it. I would love to see more fights like that.
Oh, dude, I think everyone would. Everyone would, because they laid it all out there.
Yeah, they laid it all out there. Yeah.
That's what people want to see.
Yeah.
You know? And I think in the post fight, I think even Dana said, it's like, well, I'm gonna pay Royval his win. I'm gonna pay him his winning.
Cause he went out there and he performed. He performed like you're supposed to, bro. Yes. So, way to go, Dana, on that. That's a dub for Dana right there. That's a dub. All right.
Hell yeah.
All right, moving on up. We got
co-main event.
Co-main for the title, flyweight title. Alexandre Pantoja against Kai Kara France. Thank God Pantoja won. That's all I'm gonna say. Thank God, bro. Because just going on a little rant here. Kai Kara France doing that stupid Maui or Mahi, whatever
tongue thing.
I'm like, dude,
take off the mask.
Oh my God, bro. This completely blows my mind, because you're like, he has to only be like a quarter or maybe even a half of what those Maui people are, because I was watching the countdown, and you're showing them those people, the Maui people, whatever, and they're island Pacificers pretty much, and they've got, their brown skin, and they got their face tattoos, and they're doing the dance with the hula skirts and all that, and you're like, bro, you're not them. You've got maybe a quarter of their blood, but who doesn't have a quarter of something in their blood?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're just in Aussie, bro. You're just from Australia, bro. That's okay. It's not a bad thing, But whatever, dude. That's just my little rant here. I'm just like, I don't know. I think it's just the face thing, the tongue and the face.
That's what gets you.
It's
You're
just like so cringe.
I don't
and
like
then,
it.
Yeah, it's just so cringe. And even like I saw that there's a clip of going around of Rogan, who's just completely freaked out. I think at Car France, he's in the background during the face-off, and Car France is doing that mask thing, and Rogan's like, "What the hell is going on here?" Yeah, dude. So. It's it's just I get they gotta have their thing or whatever, but man,
that's his shtick, bro.
That's his shtick.
That's his shtick.
Whatever, but hey, this fight was good, dude. It wasn't even a bad fight, dude.
Well, it was a good fight. It was a good fight.
It was a good fight, man. A lot of stand up, but just Pantoja, dude, he's just a beast, bro. Like it's Car France didn't have anything for him.
Didn't have, yeah.
Like, he was good at defending, and he was, throwing his shots back, but you just knew who the champ was in that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you just knew it was going to be Pantoja, no matter what.
Yeah. You walked him down.
Yeah.
You walked him down.
And
got him with that sub.
Got him with the sub, bro, and it's just like, nah, like, she's going to get you, dude. And sure enough, that's exactly what happened, man. That's exactly what happened, bro. But overall, good fight, man. Liked it. I'm glad Pantoja got that win. Next is going to be Van in the title fight, dude. Now that's a fight I'm going to be paying attention to, dude.
Woo!
Yeah, that one's going to be good, bro. I'm excited. I've been talking about Van for a little while now. Because I've been talking about it for a long time, dude. Yeah, for a long time, dude. And because I just like the way he fights, dude. I like the way he fights. I wish he would still fly the American flag. I wish. And I flying this.
He's repping the Myanmar,
whatever flag, And I do, and then seeing the I think it was on Embedded, and you're like, dude, okay, I get it. His whole community, like where he lives, I think he lives in Houston.
Yeah.
But that area is all the Myanmar people, Myanmar people. You know what I mean? Like it's all them. It's all them. They show a clip of him in church.
Oh, really?
And it's just all Myanmar people. There's no whites, no blacks, no Mexicanos, none of that.
Just Myanmar.
You're like, damn, where in the world is that?
In Houston?
In Houston, somewhere.
That's crazy.
But, yeah, man. Pantoja gets a win, so we'll see what's up, man. It's going to be a fresh contender for Pantoja. Somebody that he hasn't actually really fought. So, yeah, because he even fought Kakara. He even fought him once on the Contender Series, and he won.
Van?
No, Pantoja.
Oh, Pantoja fought France on the Contender Series?
Yeah, on the Contender Series or Tough. One of those. And he won. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, and he won.
What the... No, I'm not seeing it. No.
What?
Unless it was another promotion. No, I'm not seeing that either.
Or maybe it was another promotion.
Or a promotion that's not shown here. Brandon Moreno. Davison Figueiredo, Wilson Reese.
Well, I'm more than sure I saw somewhere where they fought once, and he won.
Unless maybe you're mixing up another fighter.
Oh yeah. Okay. So they fought a 2-round exhibition bout in 2016, and Pantoja winning by unanimous.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it doesn't say though. It doesn't say like
what promotion
what
or what
promotion or if
where.
it was.
But they have fought before.
Yeah, that was their first fight. Yeah. Dude, that's a 9 years, dude. 9 years. Wow. But yeah, man. So yeah, they did fight before. So it's just this guy's just like there's no one left for him to really fight, dude.
He already ran through the division.
He's ran through the division, bro, and he's 30. He's going 35 years old already. So it's like I think if he wins against Van, it's like maybe either you got to move up or just retire and stay retired, dude. Because there's just no one else left for you to fight. No one else left for you to fight. I mean, they just brought over this Tasakura from another Asakura, Kai Asakura from some other promotion in Japan or something like that, and he still won.
Oh yeah, we talked about yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's because this Asakura guy was like big time. He's big time over there. Kai Asakura, he's big time over there. Ryzen.
Oh, he came from Ryzen?
He came from Ryzen, bro. He's big time over there. And he just, he beat him. He beat him. So, yeah, it's like, bro, like, you're pretty much done with the flyweight division, man. Like, there's just no one else left for you to fight.
That's funny that they...
what do you do with Pantoja?
It's like you went through the whole division. We gotta bring someone else in. Is he still with the promotion, or did they cut him after that?
No, Sakura's there. He's actually got a fight coming up.
Oh, really?
I think with Tim Elliott, something like that.
Oh yeah. He's in August.
Yeah, so he's got a fight coming up. So we'll see how he does in that new one.
Tim Elliott.
But yeah, man. So yeah, way to go, Pantoja. Awesome fight. All right, lightweight main event title fight.
Oh yes,
Ilia Topuria versus your boy Charlie Olives. Charles Oliveira, bro. Do Bronx, man.
Chucky Olives.
Man, dude.
Shout out to Bronx.
Yeah, that was I'm not gonna lie. That was a heartbreaker for Oliveira fans, dude. I like Oliveira, dude. I like him. He's a super awesome dude. Like, the more I know about Oliveira, awesome guy. Like, awesome champ. Like, actual true champ, dude. His spirit, everything is great, dude, with this guy. But
everybody knows the champ has a name, bro.
Yeah, the champ does have a name. His name is Oliveira, but unfortunately, dude, Topuria, dude, is just coming in with that destiny energy. I was telling you about this yesterday, bro.
He mentioned that.
Like, the way Topuria has been talking about his fights, and he's just like, I just know I'm going to win this. Like, this is not even I'm going to win. It's not even a debate. I'm going to win here.
When they were having the face off, I think I saw a clip. Topuria was saying, "It's like I hoped it was. I wish it wasn't you. I didn't want to fight you or something.
Yeah,
some shit like that. Like,
yeah. And even at one point, Topuria was like, "I'm gonna beat you. I'm gonna win." He's like, I'm gonna knock you out, and Olives is like, yeah, we'll just see.
We'll just see.
But
man, I mean, Topuria's real true champ. All through and through, dude. Like when they were announcing the fighters, right? When Buff was announcing the fighters and Oliveira was taking his bows, even Topuria was like clapping, like
Yeah, dude. Because you gotta give respect.
Showing the respect. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta give that respect, dude. But it's like the destiny for this guy is just out of this world, dude. It's crazy. It's crazy, bro. Like, it's just the power, bro. Just the power, dude. This happened in the first 2 minutes of the fight, man.
2.5 minutes.
2.5 minutes, dude. And he just catches him with a straight right, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And Olives is just out before he hits the ground, dude. He's just out.
It was sad, man.
Dude.
Sad, bro.
Just destroyed him. just destroyed him, dude. Like
I don't think we've ever seen Charles go down like that.
not like that, dude. Not like that. Topuria is a little tank at 155, bro, with so much power, and the grappling skills, like
unmatched,
dude. The grappling skills. I can't stop thinking about the fight between him and Bryce Mitchell.
Oh yeah.
He just ragdolled Brycey the entire fight. You know? And you're like, dude.
Yeah.
That's like Makachev levels grappling right there. You know what I mean? I was like, damn, dude. This guy Topuria is just scary, dude.
Is that why Makachev didn't want to fight him?
Dude, hey. And he said it. He's like, nah, fuck that. Like, I'm not giving Makachev a fight back. Because a question that was asked was like, what if Makachev loses to JDM in his welterweight debut? Would you give him a title fight? And he's like, nah, he can get in line. I was like, cold. So, I like that, though. I like that. But it's not like it would be a hard shot for Makachev to come back up. Yeah,
just, you know,
there's not really anybody in division for him anyway. So, but dude, it was just awesome, bro. It was, man, dude. Even at the beginning, dude, when Charles felt those first couple of shots from Topuria,
God, it was bad.
He immediately backed off. He's like, damn, this guy hurts. Immediately backed off.
He is a little tank, bro. He's got that speed. He's got that power. He's got ground game. Like,
it's these short guys, dude. That
what more could you ask for?
Yeah, dude. Like, they just got that knockout power, man. They got that dwarf strength that just comes out of nowhere and just boom knocks you out, bro. Knocks you out, dude.
God, I'm seeing the little clip right now, and I'm just Charles is laying there, man, and
it's over, dude.
And he cut him fucking bad.
Yeah.
He cut him gacho.
Yeah, dude.
Jesus.
So, I'm really thankful, though, that, Topuria is also a pretty decent guy. You know, he's a pretty good guy. As a personality, at least from what I have seen so far, he's very good guy, very decent personality, man. But he's just got that destiny thing going, and forget it. It's like anybody that's right now gonna challenge this guy. Who's the next guy to fight Ilia? It might be Patty.
Patty is the fight they want him. Well, here's the thing. It's gonna be the fight they make, right? But they let Patty in the cage, right? Dana didn't like that.
No.
There's a clip, and it's like shouldn't have let him in. Whoever, they shouldn't have let him in. Didn't like that. When that happened, I think he said he was already back in his room, or because he missed that.
Oh, really?
He's like, if I was still there, I would have that shouldn't have been. That shouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
He said. And they asked him, like, I forgot what they said verbatim, but it sounded like he was gonna say he was gonna say that's not the fight we're gonna make, but he stopped himself because he already knows. Like, he knows. Like, they have to make that fight. But I guess he didn't want to spoil anything or say something he couldn't say.
Well, also, I'm not gonna. I wouldn't say like it matters, like from a business sense, but maybe he was also thinking about what Gaethje said, because Gaethje was like, if I don't get the next title fight, I'm retiring or whatever.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
He's gone. He's dipping.
So it's like, maybe he was like, thinking about
Gaethje.
Maybe he's like, hey, you know what? Like,
I don't know. Gaethje doesn't. No.
Yeah, because honestly, I don't think even Topuria, I don't think is interested in fighting Gaethje. To be completely honest.
Yeah.
It's like, if there's a fight to be made, that's gonna be Patty, which is gonna be a huge fight. I'm taking the bigger fight. I'm taking the bigger fight.
And I think even the matchmakers know.
Yeah.
They're like,
yeah.
There's there's a story. There's a story there. There's bad blood.
Yeah.
There's ill will.
It's been there for a while. Yeah.
Topuria, Topuria's like shoved him.
Yeah, something like that.
Shoved him.
Yeah, dude. So, and I think the one who let him in the cage was Rogan. He's like, "Where's Patty?
Let's bring him
over."
Fuck, dude. I don't know if you caught Taporia when you made that Connor reference.
No.
I'm gonna put my balls in your face.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, I did not catch that at all.
It's like, I'm gonna put my balls on your forehead.
Damn.
That was funny, but yeah, man. Like I think everybody knows that's the fight to make.
Yeah. And if that's the fight to make, I'm gonna pick Taporia all day.
Yeah.
Because even I don't know if you saw that clip of O'Malley. That O'Malley, I think after he won his second title defense or his first title defense,
he called out
Taporia.
He called out Taporia.
And then he was like, after the knockout, he's like, I'm glad he didn't accept.
I saw that clip. Yeah,
you're damn right, you're glad.
Yeah. Even O'Malley was just like saw his reaction. He's like,
nope.
Oh. He was just stunned, bro.
That's a tall glass of nope.
Oh, man. That was insane.
That was insane, dude. That was good. Yeah, because if it would have gone, decision, I think people would start, questioning and talking more, know. If it would have gone to decision. But
Taporia didn't leave it up to the judges.
Not at all. He didn't give him a chance, dude. He did not give him a chance. So so we're in a new era right now, I'm kind of interested if Makhachev does lose to JDM. If Makhachev does lose to JDM, what's next?
What's next? In Taporia's entire 17-round go, he's only had 2 decisions. He's only ever had 2 decisions. Everything else is either KO or submission.
Wow, dude.
That's crazy.
One of the things that in the press conference that I don't... Okay, for me, this is how I know there's just nothing new that these guys can think of to ask at the press conferences anymore. Because I've really noticed a trend of a lot of the reporters or whatever asking the same questions, and then a lot of the reporters who are fans of certain fighters that are just gonna glaze them up. And one of the things they asked Dana actually, or I think they asked Dana. They asked him, "Are you gonna be mad that if Taporia is just going out there and knocking out legends?" Because they're like, he knocked out Volk, he knocked out Max, he might knock out Oliveira. Are you gonna be mad at that? And I was like, what kind of question is that? Because in my head, I'm like, why on earth would Dana or even Taporia say, yes, I would be mad?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, no, that's a stupid question.
That's a stupid question, right? I'm like, dude, these guys have nothing to ask anymore. There's no original thought or question anymore for any of the fighters.
And he's, I'm sure Dana, he won't say it because he's the company, he's the president of the company.
Yeah.
I'm sure he has fighters he prefers, like, I like this fighter, but he's not going to say it.
Yeah.
He's not going to say it. He has to be a businessman. He has to be neutral. He has to be, he won the fight. We have to, so why would he answer that?
Yeah.
It's like, this guy is putting down legends. He's putting down people's favorite fighters. Fuck him. He's not going to say that.
He's not going to say that.
He's not going to say that. He's not going to do that. That's stupid. Yeah.
That's stupid. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, these reporters have nothing to ask anymore. Like, they're not even smart questions. They're not even questions that would get, fighters riled up. or anything like that. You know what I mean? Even when there's like, there might be something to pick at. Like, I don't know, if maybe two fighters got into it somewhere or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, they won't ask questions about that. They'll kind of just... And I'm like, dude, like, these press conferences kind of suck now. They're just not fun, you know?
Yeah. I'm not really a fan of the press conferences. I don't really watch.
Yeah, I like to watch them because sometimes they're very good and very interesting, but you get a sense of where the fighters are at. You know what I mean? What their how they answer. You just get a really good sense about it. But yeah, so that's kind of like, I just don't like that about the reporters, dude. There's just nothing they really have to ask anymore. And I guess I get it. Like, there's just not much to ask, right? Because, you know, sometimes fighters are just boring. Like, they don't do it. They just train and, you know, go to church and that's it.
That's it.
You know what I mean? They train, they go to church, they go home, done. You know, so it's not like you can be asking. Well, not like John Jones, like, hey, well, you know, how you gonna do without Coke or. You know,
or McGregor with the smack talk.
Yeah, you know, that's why those are fun. Those are fun press conferences.
Oh yeah, dude.
They go after them.
Those were prime. That was prime.
Yeah. But it's like, yeah, here you're just like, okay, yeah, these guys are just respecting each other, you know.
Smack them. Do something about it.
Those are far and few now, dude. Nobody wants to be a bad guy anymore. So, but yeah, it was a great fight, dude. Great card. I think the card was overall awesome. It was a good card.
It was a good card. Very entertaining card.
Yes. It's you know, I keep hoping to find the next 300 card, that elusive 300 card.
Oh man, I don't know. I don't know if we'll find that again.
UFC 400 maybe. Maybe we'll get another amazing card like that. But yeah, this one was a good one. This was a decent one. And it just wasn't boring, dude. It was just so many. What it was.
Yeah, I would say, yeah, it was fairly entertaining. I don't think there was a point where we were like, because dude, like there's was like, this is fucking boring.
Yeah,
we'll shout that out straight out. This is fucking boring. You know, even despite the main card having 3 decision wins.
Yeah, but they weren't boring.
They weren't boring. They weren't boring.
They weren't boring. They were interesting the entire way. Dude. Especially this Roy Val and Joshua Van fight. It was just such a good fight. It was a good fight, man.
And I'm looking at the fight stats, and again, you know, it was all feet. I'm looking at submission attempts 0, takedowns percentage 0. Like it was all on the feet.
Yeah,
it was all on the feet, and it was good.
Outstanding, bro. Those are the fights you want to see. Those are the good ones, man. Yeah, so dude, the fans out there that love all that wrestling, grappling shit, I know for a fact there's not that many. I know it. I know for a fact there's not that many, dude. But they're just a small niche, loud group that's DC who's like, oh,
yeah.
Oh, look at this.
Man, and I don't know, man. I think there needs to be some change in how judges score, because that's the meta now. We talked about it the last time.
Yeah,
that's the meta. That's the tactics used by Marab, by all these wrestlers, everyone, you know,
by the guy everyone forgets.
Who?
Yeah. So yeah, dude. Even like, you know, even the Usman fight, this last one with.
Oh yeah.
You know,
vintage Usman.
That was just vintage Usman, but God bless, was it boring?
You know, he
because you just knew that's what he was gonna do. You just knew it. You're just waiting.
He showed, yeah.
You're waiting. Not only is the fighter waiting for the shot, but the fans are waiting for the shot. Because you're like, once he shoots, if he gets him down, that's the fucking round.
That's the round, yeah. Yep.
That's the round. And you're like, oh my God. Then you gotta hear it. Well, it's MMA. Man, I don't know. If you're on the ground for 2 minutes, stand up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know, and not to say that that a grappler can't be interesting, but it's difficult. You know, you pointed out Taporia and Mitchell.
Oh yeah.
Mitchell, where
Yeah.
he was actually like there was groundage. He got him a submission.
Yeah.
But it was interesting.
Yeah.
It was actually doing
damage
on the ground.
Yeah, like
not just holding.
Yeah.
Or up on the fence, shit like that.
Yeah, because the whole thing is it's like if you're, because they're gonna stand you up if you're not doing anything.
Right.
So the whole argument is that, well, I'm going for a submission attempt. I'm working on it. They're like, I'm working on trying to get this rear naked choke or trying to get this arm bar or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I'm working on it. And you're like, yes, but you've been working on it
for half the fucking round.
For half the fucking round, dude.
Yeah.
And in my head, I'm like, dude, you've only got 3 rounds most of the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you're like, damn, like, well, I'm like, bro, that just sucks. You know? Because you're like, bro, sometimes you just can't get out of shit. Some guys are just too heavy.
Yeah.
Like Usman, bro. Like, Usman was crazy. Heavy.
Hell yeah.
He could barely walk from how heavy he was. When he got up super slow at the end of every round. You see Usman get up from the ground. He's getting up so slow, not because of his knees, but because the man is just so damn heavy. He could barely walk back to his corner. He's conserving all of his energy to walk because he's so damn heavy. How the hell are you going to get up from that?
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm saying, man, like, I don't know. I there's got to be some kind of change in scoring and
yeah,
how they score rounds and what's the word? Not deter. Well, I guess deter, for lack of a better term, deter fighters from just kind of staying on the ground.
Yeah, yeah, because even from a business perspective, if you look at it from a business perspective, right? In the NBA, there's a reason why there's a shot clock.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
You know what I mean? Because if not, a team can hold the ball forever.
Just pass.
Yeah, a team can hold the ball forever, and the scoreboard would be like 20-30 or something. You know what I mean? So there's a reason why there's a shot clock. You know what I mean? Like, and it's like, dude, if you understand that the business is entertainment, right? And you tell your fighters, you got to be interesting. You got to go out there and perform. You know what I mean? And then it's like, well, fighters like, well, I want to go out there and win. And in order to do that, I'm just going to spam takedowns and,
keep them up on the cage.
Keep them up against the cage. That's how you win.
Shoot. Keep them on the and that's it. As long as I maintain control, maintain the top position, I'm good.
You're good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like a good point that I think I heard Rogan make was that, like, the judges, and I think this is good, should train. Judges should train. They should know the sport.
Where do these judges come from?
Yeah.
I never really thought about that.
Yeah.
But as soon as you brought that up, I'm like, you know what? That's a good point. But where do these judges come from? Where do they pick them?
Yeah, because judges don't have to answer to anybody.
Are they like part of the commission or what?
Yeah, I think they're just part of the commission. They're just guys who study the rules. They study, they watch the fights. They study the rules, right? And they're like, okay, this is how this, because it's like, the way I think of it is like, how are they scoring all the punches? Because sometimes, like this Brandon Royval fight, and I'm like, dude, how do they count every single punch? How do they, you know what I mean? Because sometimes they're just throwing lefts and right. You're like, how many punches was that? Kicks is a little bit different because obviously it's a kick.
And you're gonna see that.
You're gonna see that.
You're gonna see that. Yeah.
But like a punch, you're like, here. They counted over for Royval and Van. It was over 400 punches between both of them. It was 200 and no. I'm lying.
Well, because I want to say
those are only the punches that actually landed. It was over 400 punches landed. You're talking about almost 800 punches thrown. How are they keeping track of every punch?
Well, I would think during the event. Well, then that's a good question. Is who's looking at? Because the way I think it is I think back to boxing, and they have their CompuBox, and I think during the event, it's unofficial, right? But it's unofficial that they throw this amount of punches or this amount of punches, right? And then after the event, that's when they get the official total. You know what I mean? They count. How they count, I don't know. How they count it, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think they have someone there looking at the screen thinking,
right.
Okay, Royval threw this. This one was thrown. This one landed. This one thrown. This one landed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it could be AI now. I mean, I know everybody's doing AI for everything.
That could also be it.
But yeah, dude. But I agree, man. I think judges should train. They should know the sport, like actually train the sport. At one point, I think he even brought up that they should start looking into ex-fighters.
See, that I think would be a good idea.
Ex-fighters.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I guess just like the problem with ex-fighters is ex-fighters were on teams.
Biases.
Yeah, they were on teams. They have their friends, and
So that would be
that'd be a problem.
That'd be a problem.
But yeah, something does have to change on that, man. Because like if you get grappling matches like Brycey and Topuria, that's a grappling match.
Yeah.
Someone's getting hurt. Someone's getting ragdolled. Someone's, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
There's business on the floor that people are interested in watching.
It's exactly. I was gonna say entertaining.
Yeah.
It's entertaining.
Yeah.
It's grappling, but people are like, "Oh shit!" Like, damn. Like,
yeah.
It's good.
It's good. It's good. So that's something that hopefully later on they look into, man. So that's gonna be it for now, guys. UFC 317, man, awesome card.
Great
if
card.
you haven't seen it, at least watch the Van and Royval fight and the Topuria fight, man. Just to see the dominance and power of Topuria, bro. Scary.
Great card.
Great card, man.
Great fights.
All right, man.
All right, and we'll catch y'all later. And we're out.